Hello, and welcome, my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your timeless True Love timeline read. You like the new music? Thank you, Janet Grace. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons, Mal, for short, professional witch. Professional intuitive, president of Joining the Circle Productions since 1998. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box, and if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of it for free and see some of what I've been up to, what's got me this far in business as a professional witch and a professional intuitive, and on and on and on. That's the Kindle version, the original version, which is quite colorful. It's broken down into chakra chapters. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit much the original. That's over on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle, my favorite thing ever, at least at the time of this timeless recording. My subscribers get 3 things in common regardless of level of subscription. They get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They get a daily check-in every morning. Pretty much I rarely miss a day, an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so we chat together about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, a meditation. Send us on our way. This is my favorite way to start the day. It sets me up for everything else I have to do, so it's very mutually beneficial. And the third thing that all of my subscribers get is a pretty decent discount on private sessions with me, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Otherwise, I love Patreon. It's my favorite thing, best career move I ever made. And yeah, go check the menu. There's some cool stuff going on. And come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons. Man, do you just call me Mal? Hi. Just got back from a couple of days vacation, starting a new series, and happy to do so. So if you're new, we'll do a little bit of explanation, and then we'll get into divination. Technically, this is, you can call this a 7-card draw kind of sort of thing. Only 7 cards in the timeline spread. All of the signs will get the same basic format of the first 6. The 7th will be a wild card drawn from a wild deck that I intuitively choose before each reading. And true love, man, the true love. This is about relationships, but it's about you. A simpler reading than the Path of True Love reads with extendeds that I do, which are juggernauts. They're long, but they're deep and they're detailed. This is obviously a general read, so this could be about any relationship in your life that you choose to apply it to, and that's why checking your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, particularly your Venus sign, I would think, could give you some insight to you becoming the true love that you are, that we all are at our core. And think about it, every time you choose wise, loving, empowered choices and decisions, you jump to a more golden, more loving, more true love timeline. So we're going to look at past, present, and future. We got 6 tarot cards and a wild card. So cross-watchers, here's your opportunity to see what's going on with the person you may be in relationship. Just remember, they're not always romantic, but they are general. So we'll see what hits the table. And I guess that's enough explanation for right now. Lots of links in the description box talking about soulmates and twin flames and all of that stuff if you want to do a little bit deeper research. Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do my best to get you some clarity, guidance, and grace about where you are in the true love timeline, past, present, and future, so that you can navigate this wisely and well. Because true love conquers all, and true love heals all wounds, and true love breaks all curses, and it's essentially divine love at our core. It's who we really are. So, spiritual awakening, call it what you want. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Goddess override. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of fire, using the Daughters of the Moon tarot, my beloved goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the South, please. 3 cards face down for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and were drawn to this reading, past, present, future, very, very general. Where have they been? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. internal, internal feminine energy, the world behind their eyes, those internal chakras. Where have they been? That was good. Where are they now? And where are they headed? Oh, I'll do it that way. That sounds like fun. Sure. Where are they headed? The most probable timeline in this lifetime, the True Love timeline for the Aries Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this video in this timeless True Love timeline read. Now, what they kind of just whispered, they say, get the next 3 down. Get all of the tarot on the table. I like that. A little quick and deadly. For only 7 cards, I'm up for it. And then that should make that last, your wild card, which, by the way, is the magical spell cards. I can't reach the book. The magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. So they're getting a little spell work for the cardinal fires here. So let's see what the Divine Masculine has to say about this. Lower 3 chakras, relationships in the physical world, including your relationship with yourself. These get tricky because it can be from the outside looking in at yourself, right? Like a mirror. Or you from the inside looking out at different people, places, and things, including your relationship to yourself in the world. Yeah. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. God override. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, beloved ones of cardinal, creative fire, 3 cards, face down, past, present, future, simple timeline. The True Love timeline for the Aries Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers. Watching this video, we're just drawn to this reading. What's going on? Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, where they've been on the path of true love. The True Love timeline, where they are now. Whoop, yep, just 1. Oh, no, it was 2. No. No compromises on that. Please leave the right card in my hand. Send it around again, please. Where are they now? Lower 3 chakra dynamic, inside out, outside in the timeless True Love timeline. And where are they headed? Most probable outcome. Because that can always change, right? Depending on what we do with free will in the present moment. What's the most probable outcome? The True Love timeline for the Aries Collective and the Crosswatcher in this timeless True Love timeline read. I had to peek. Ooh, that doesn't shock me. Oh, okay. So, where you been? Well, let's just start here because it's easy. Got the Aries card, King of Wands, representing, I would think, you from the outside. And, of course, it could be mirroring with someone as well. Cardinal fire. So, this kind of speaks very personal, at least Aries. Dynamic, first house, ego, personality, self, and all of that. And what's back on that up is oppression, half of the Devil card in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. They take the Devil, a patriarchal image, it's feminist deck, and they split it into 2 cards, the Trickster, Coyote Woman, and oppression. This is definitely being in chains, being weighed down. There's a woman buried under rocks, and the rocks have faces. So that can mean all sorts of different things. Now, the way I read simple draws like this is if it's a major arcana card for a chakric zone, it's all of them. So coming from a place of fear, whatever. But hey, that's part of true love. Fear is the lead to true love's gold, right? You do the alchemy there. So perhaps something very, very personal going on inside of you in the past here. Some chains, some transformation in place. I mean, it's hard, but the Course in Miracles says the opposite of love is fear, but that which is all-encompassing can have no opposite. That's probably a rough paraphrase there. It's in like the introduction, it's like the first couple of pages. So that's what true love is about. It conquers, right? It breaks all oppression, liberates all oppression, and all of that. But this feels like really like self-work, right? Definitely doing the work. And I would say if you're going to give this a chakra, solar plexus, right? Very Aries vibe there. Where you are now, though, there's definitely a shift. 3 of Pentacles. Like if there is a new relationship relationship in your life. It's got a nice solid foundation that you can be building on. That could also be you just looking at yourself. It's like, no, I'm getting there, right? Threes, like a tripod, don't wobble. My camera is on a tripod, right? A four-legged thing can wobble, three never will, right? It's perfect distribution of weight. And you got a zodiac card, you got a court card. In the Daughters of the Moon, the Queen of Wands is the Mother of Flames, the Leo card. Chantico card, fixed fire. So here she is with the child, right? She's keeping her eye on the kid while she's baking some loaves, right? And the oven has to be at what? A fixed heat, a fixed fire. Fifth house dynamic, creativity, good fortune. So I think with that internal creativity and Three of Pentacles on the outer, considering we almost always see the Three of Pentacles with some sort of artisan or something showing off, which I always say right away, Tara, do you like it? I can do all the way around the palace if you like, right? Because it's an initial stage completed, but it's not all the way home. Now, here we get a little interesting where you're headed. It looks like a little bit more internal stuff here. We'll start there, actually. Seven of Blades. I know Seven of Swords, not exactly a fun card, but here the key word is meditation. It is stillness. And stillness is tricky, right? It's really about listening, right? Like when I hear my cats doing something upstairs, it's like total Piper Halliwell moment, like, right? In total stillness, just like, I am the Piper. I'm always the Piper. I make good sauce. I'm just, well, looking for a Leo, I guess. It's Orban, baby. Oh, Brian Krause, we thought we knew you so well. Seven of Cups on the outer, though, with this makes sense. It's like you got a lot of emotional options coming here, at least. Or, you know, the fantasy aspect of the Three of Cups. But which one will fulfill my heart's desire? So, is there anything really concrete in this reading? You only got one major arcana card. It's in the past, thankfully. The Devil card, that oppression. And using your creativity here in the present moment, really building a solid foundation. One would think that would be in relationships with others, plural, right? Could be family, could be friends, could be a romantic thing, you know, or anything like that. But now coming with this Seven of Cups, with this meditation, it's amorphous, it's a general read, right? But it is saying that you do have options, and it's just which one, right? So go into the stillness instead of the mind. Well, it's a very third eye card, right? All that air, the Seven of Blades, but it's ice fishing, right? It's holding that spear silently and just waiting for that fish to come. You just gotta find that right moment, maybe to make a decision here about those Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Oh, so you got 7 and 7. It's not my favorite cocktail, I'll be honest with you. Honestly. Malibu rum and Diet Coke, because it balances itself out with all the sugar. That's what I do with like business mixers. It keeps you awake and a little buzzed. I don't drink that much anymore. Let's get, because for an element of fire, why not? We use the magical spell cards and the 5-card draws for the element of fire. The ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Let's see what they got to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Oof. For the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers who are watching this video and who are drawn to this reading, please, beloved ones, what is the magical spell fragment? A little clue, a little tip, a little hint to help them refine their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, because we do have fire present in this reading, both in the oppression card, just in the imagery, but the King of Wands, right? We've got the Mother of Flames, that would be the Queen of Wands on the inner. It's not predominant, but it's here. So to help them do this, to what is your guidance, your grace, your clue, your tip, your hint for the Aries collective to help them navigate the True Love timeline, in this timeless True Love timeline read? Inspiration. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Well, I gotta say, when does inspiration usually hit? In the stillness. I mean, break the word apart, right? My mom's a teacher. We'll break up the word. It's true, right? Spirit from within, right? Inspiration, respiration. There's a lot going on there. The connection between those words. So, Isis, now you don't have to work with the goddess Isis necessarily, but certainly in terms of a true love relationship between her and Osiris, considering she had to literally put him back together, except in a very important piece, if you know the myth. But Eros and Psyche, right? But pick your god, your goddess, your higher power, your archangel, whatever. But goddess of magic is in there. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask of thee to bring your inspiration to me. I can name probably 100, well, the more again might be a bit much off the bat, first time. But Aphrodite, goddess of magic, run with it. Play with the words. They're spell fragments. It's your art and your creativity, honestly, that does kind of make sense. A little fire magic, a little candle magic, a little something to bring this together. So let's put this together as I do in every single reading with we call a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation, and then we'll chat about some stuff that's going on during the circle, because I like doing that anyway, and it's fun for me. And I usually get goofy, particularly with this kind of read. So let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video, who were drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to heal and deal with what went on in the past here with this oppression, because if they were authentic, if they were doing the self-care, if they were trying to be creative rather than destructive, or just being true to who they are in that moment, may they be blessed with all that they need so that in this present moment they can tap into their fifth house, creativity and good fortune, pleasure, that Leo energy, Chantico, the mother of flames, the queen of wands, with this lovely beginning foundation, solid foundation of creativity, one would think, something that can be built upon, certainly, where they are right now in the true love timeline, and that they find that stillness coming in the future, that meditation, that allowing, that just being open and allowing the inspiration to come to help them make the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest choices and decisions of the options, the emotional options that they have in front of them. So that inspiration, great goddesses of magic, we ask of thee, bring your inspiration to them, thee, for the well-being of all, with harm to none, for the true love timeline. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Oh, and this music. See, now, once it... So I started listening to it. I hear it as soon as I hit that last note. Thank you, Janet Grace. Did you like the reading? Do you like the music? Hit the thumbs up if you did. Comment if you feel it. It's a very, very general read, but if it's where you are, remember, all your relationships are about you. That's why I say check your other sign, and cross-watchies too, if you got it. But the inspiration is there for you to have, and certainly coming from a place of oppression, right? The devil on the inner, to break those chains and to be inspired that in our deepest darkness is the brightest light. I know, it's paradox, but that's the language of the divine for you. The divine speaks in paradox. So I love this for you. So you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe. All that stuff shifts the algorithm, helps other people find the reading. But we don't have those on Patreon. That's why I love Patreon. Is one of the reasons I love Patreon. Allowing me the freedom of creativity, so that if somebody signs up for a level of subscription, no matter which one, they're getting everything that I've put on there. It's not a pick and choose. Nobody decides for them. They get everything on that menu, and you can change anytime. Oh, and they're now adding a thing. I'm going to do this at the time of this timeless recording, where you get a free trial. So I think we're going to do that. I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to like click a couple of things to do that. So yeah, come Patreon on Patreon. I got a lot of cool stuff going on. And yeah, my patrons get a special discount with private sessions with me. There's a new video booking private sessions with Mal, which covers readings and spiritual counseling. If I get back to hands-on healing again someday, that would be included in that, and that is mentioned in there. Explains how to set it up. The new rates, I raised my rates for the first time in 25 years, but like I said, my patrons definitely get a pretty decent discount as a result of that. A $3 Seeker all the way up to $20 God Goddess is a pretty good deal. So yeah, I'm back at work at the time of this timeless recording. I'm really glad to be back home and doing what I love right now. My true love is absolutely expressed through my creativity and what I do every day, more or less. No one crosses every T, dots every I all at the same time, but I'd be dead in the water without the inspiration. So hang in there. Traverse the true love timeline, because remember, the course of true love never did run smooth, but what it teaches as we go is rather divine. In fact, it is divine. So wishing you the very best and the very blessed in this timeless true love timeline we all find ourselves on here and there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.